Oh, I was looking all over for my stuff. Oh, well, I can't find it. Oh, well. Okay, guys. Hello. How are we doing? Oh, my goodness. I got to share online. Oh, oh, gosh. Let me see. Yeah, I went grocery shopping and we got everything all set and stuff. So let me go on Facebook. No, I already went on Facebook. Let me just go on YouTube and look for myself. We'll be talking about Dr. Eric Berg, DC. He's an amazing doctor, and I've been listening to him for the suggestion for all my vitamins I take. And I haven't been taking enough, like hardly enough of anything. And I'm surprised I'm still living because of my B deficiency. I am pre-diabetic, and yeah, it's like, ooh. So I am going to. Oh, find the lab. Oh, share. I had a problem yesterday. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't go live, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Oh Lord. All right, let me get this. And I share. Whoop. Up there, you put GI. People are stupid. Anyhow, there. All right. Oh well. Okay, here we go. All right, I did my stuff. I'm just waiting for people to come on and hang out with me. All right. Well, we got the big. Add some more. We're going to get some good stuff. So anyway, what has happened is about a month ago, people started giving away cars, houses, money, you name it. They were just giving it away because they believed the rapture was going to come out and just get us. Since it's Sunday, I'll be talking about what Morgue Official has been talking about, and that is it will not happen. There's not going to be no Jesus coming down from heaven and people sucked up naked and going to heaven to be with family and hang out and have a party. But that's what they expect it to be. We ourselves will be the Jesus type arc, and we will go up and not go up, but be that Jesus type person where we will be the ones that do make it. And if we change our vibration and everything, it will be great, you know? But if we don't, what's going to happen is a lot of people will be left behind. That's where I think the left behind is. You have people going on autopilot, not learning anything. I've learned so much just this year that I would like to officially thank you, Morgue Official. I have been brought up, believe it or not, Morgue will love this. My family were very open. They would sit there and say, my grandfather stated about one of his friends, and he was being very angry. And she said to my grandfather, if you keep that up, you know, that evil God, he'll go and he'll put you as that person, and you'll end up having to learn how to and she was like, oh man, you're going to have your next lifetime as that person. Don't do that. She was amazing. She taught me that it doesn't matter the color of people's skin. So when you hear about people giving away stuff thinking that there's going to be this huge rapture, remember they stated in their Bible, it was to be stated that it would be this huge rapture. And I wasn't brought up like that. I'm like, no, they stated that the change in your vibration in which your body is going, and if it becomes more positive, my grandma told me that he's not going to be, they call it, it's different. I was brought up where my family did do the practices and talk to the children in, but we went to a regular church because we got tired of people saying we're devil worshippers. Yeah. Going to a different church in a small community with closed-minded people, they will think you're a devil worshiper, and I'm farthest from that at all. I'm really, hello, how are you? Hi. Please come in and chat over here. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you believe in the rapture. That's fine if you do. I'm not going to make fun of you, but it's more or less a rapture within ourselves. We are, my grandmother used to say, we are the church of the one. I was always told it was the one. There was no God, no name. It was the one. We are a spark from the one, and we are part of that spark. So to believe that that we're going to, all this magical stuff's been, and these people start giving away stuff. And that day, this special, how it always happens. We're here about that day. Didn't it came and went, and yeah, there was no rapture in what they're thinking. What's going to happen is you will rapture within yourself and learn the truths of stuff. Down below is um Morgue Official. It's and he talks about other stuff. Subscribe, share if you believe in what he's talking about, because my family always taught me that, and I forgot. I got married and I was told that this was wrong the way I was brought up, and I'm thinking, well, they got to be kind of right, right? My ex's family gotta be right. No, they weren't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got in an argument about my God and her God. My God doesn't kill women, children, and babies, but I said your God kills them and loves it. He's evil. And we used to get in arguments. She quit talking to me for a whole month. It was lovely. It really was. I had my husband do it. He said, "You gotta, just even if you don't believe it," my ex would say, "even if you don't, just let her win the argument for the fact." You know, my family's Gnostics, which means my dad used to say wisdom, but it's knowledge. It is knowledge. The Gnostics, that's how I was brought up, and I went and married a normal. Sorry, I get upset because my normal did more and made you, well, that's sinful. No, what you did all through Detroit and Dearborn was sinful with all those women. That was sinful. There's a difference. Yeah, he was a man whore. He could have made some money, but he didn't. So, in retrospect, yes, I did move on. This is Fun Day Sunday, and we could do blind painting if you want. I'm making some joints. I've read some. I like zigzag a lot better than the other one with the cone where it opens up. It's nice, you know. And, whoop, and you got the little plunger thing. So yeah, when you're talking about that, that's how I was brought up. The one. So I got in an argument with another person. He's John that comes on here. I know him in his real name. And John's a sweetheart. And John also, because of John being so sweet, um, a friend I think followed him in or something, told everyone here that she had cancer, didn't, and had people paying her a lot of money. She belongs in the same small town I live in, and she is a major alcoholic and needs to be put in a specialized padded room. She is not mentally well. She really isn't. She is a full bona fide alcoholic. And I'm going to be honest with you. She maybe has 5 or 6 years on her because you can't drink that much and your body just, it has to have recoup time. I am drinking bubbler water. And I have been looking into the vitamins I've taken and making sure that when I get my blood test, I am not going to have any more. Hey, you're you know not doing well, and a lot of things that I have found out here. Well, I'm getting off kilter on that. That'll be tomorrow's talk. So what I find out a lot about people is they think the rapture is going to happen and they all know when it's going to happen. It's supposed to be a surprise. And the rapture, I don't think happens all at once. I think people themselves, they themselves are going to rapture at different times. That's why you can't tell the time. My life has changed a lot. I pray every day for people every day. I pray for myself. I pray for my family, my kids, and I meditate. Not every day, but I meditate, especially when I get stressed. It's not that things are going bad. It's just I got so much to do and, it is what it is. But yeah, I really do want to state that. So it's almost 7. And I just wanted to state when you have, you know, my dad used to say a lot of people did not accept the Gnostics and treat it like we're a bunch of devil worshippers. And I'm going, Jesus Christ. A while ago, I used to live right across the street from a church. So I used to go to church, and my ex never went to church. And I never said, "Oh, you're just a sinner." No, I had time. I'd go. My kids wanted to come with me. And while we went that day, everyone was weird. When people really started waking up when Harry Potter came out? When Harry Potter first came out, this is maybe you should look into it or ever, but when Harry Potter first came out, there was a lot more people going to church. I don't know if it was somebody. The woman who wrote Harry Potter, she did an excellent job. It was simple. It wasn't. It showed imagination. To make a long story short, I think she wrote that, and it became open to where people started going, we all can do this magic stuff. All of you can do magic stuff. All of you have, you all, and you are powerful. Really. You just don't know how powerful you are. So, if you don't think you're powerful, you need to slap yourself because you know you are powerful. So, here it is. I have a full belly. I am very grateful. And I know that I'm trying to tell people, go down below in the information, get the information, and tell me, you know, give me your, things. But gnostics is different. And a lot of the old people don't believe in sex. A lot of us new generation, we just kind of say, no, we like sex. Yeah, and I come from a large family, so trust me. For gnostics, we do procreate. Gnostics means knowledge. Under the Greek word, look it up if you don't believe me. I tell people, you don't believe me, that's fine, look it up. I love people who think for themselves. If you say, hey, wait a second, I need to go check your information. I want to make sure you're not blowing bubbles out of your ass. I get it. The whole meaning of this thing where they think that Jesus is going to come out and save us. No, we're going to save ourselves. We're going to, wake up like me and go, okay, let's see if I can get the word out. And I do it on Sunday because a lot of people, well, shoot, a lot of people are just, I'm going to be honest, you're fucking stupid. God damn. Who would believe in something like that? Oh boy, it's going to happen. And you know how they show it I watched all the movies where and this is what I said in a group that I was kicked out of. Yes, I was kicked out of a group in California. And all these girls are biggins, including myself. And they were talking about when the rapture happens, you'll be sucked up and they'll be naked. So I'm imagining everybody in my room what it'll be like if we happen to get sucked up and put in, paradise and you're all nudie. And she said, oh yes, I would know. I said, honey, we look like a bunch of blurble babes. She looked at me and I go, we're all huge. You see how huge we are? We'd be running around. There'll be blurbles bouncing all over, or our fat stuff just blah, 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 blah. I go, woo wee. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think the Raptors is going to happen. It was 2016. I think there was new rapture things going around and people thinking that we're all going to die and or go up into heaven and all this shit. You remember that? I remember the rapture stuff going on. Every so often it happens. You get some guy who wants some money, and usually he gets about 10 or 20 cars that they sign over to him thinking that the rapture is going to happen. And he goes, yeah, don't worry, I'll give them to people himself. And a lot of people make money off it, and I don't think it's right. I really don't. If you believe the rapture is going to happen, you truly believe it, you're fucking dumb. You really are. The rapture is, but not the way you think it is. It's going to be within us, and we will find our own personal Jesus. You ever heard of that song, Personal Jesus? Remember it, it gives you an idea. We will be our own personal Jesus. That's who we are. We don't need to call up and get a pastor, call up or pray or whatever. We could be our own eternal light and And if you can just imagine a better life, it will start happening. It just will. We are strong enough. You believe it enough. Shoot. I have friends, I used to believe it's different when you're fat and I thought I was still skinny and I'm sitting there going, oh boy, I'm a blurble butt, but I can, yeah, let me be honest with you. I knew the difference when I would run and I would come out of breath after running a short while. We all lie to ourselves. So a lot of people lie to themselves to the point where they gave away their shit. And now they're going, well, I believe that, God was going to come get me. Well, guess what, babies? It's you, your personal Jesus, just like a song. Your personal Jesus. You. So, anyway, my grandmother would tell me things, and she said, and this is something she knew. She said that my ex was a normal. I go, oh crap. He said he was psychic. She goes, didn't you tell? Oh, yeah. My ex is as normal as they come. I think he was kind of psychic when he dated me. I'm trying to think, but he never showed anything. And my family, my grandma gave the stamp of approval that he was not what she considers psychic. She said that he just seemed like a good bullshit artist, and he is. He can only play that so long, and my family's going, do you meditate? I can't meditate. Do you read books? I don't read books. They're hard. They're hard. That's what I told one of my own uncle. I go, don't get drunk with my uncle and tell him that books reading is hard because they're already making fun of you. So yeah, my family just said you're going to be marrying a person that doesn't like to work. Mhm. So when you're dealing with, let's say, you're agnostics and you don't give a shit what your neighbors are, that's really strong of you. Maybe you can like enlighten them. And if you have a hard time explaining, just send them to Morgue. Down below, you can go and check out Morgue Official. He explains, and you should just subscribe to his channel. He puts out the word, and I really think he's a good guy. I don't know how to say it, but I feel very lucky, and it was time for me to know all my stuff again and be reschooled. I've been going through memories in the past that I forgot about, memories that were very endearing. And my ex told me I made up those memories. I go, really? I didn't, and then he started telling me, it's like what you say when to somebody when you're kind of jealous. Yeah. He was kind of jealous. I would be too. His family was not. Yeah, yeah. Mine was a better family. That's what my son told me. He said his family was like chaos, and everyone's grabbing for a piece of meat. My family, he says, my dad would go, oh, he would. He said it was like night and day. So when you think, if you're thinking that Jesus Christ, God, and everyone from heaven is going to come down and save us, the only way that's going to happen is if it's a UFO and aliens. Well, it could be Americans dressed up as aliens. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's just, amazing. So if you yourself are wondering, you're at home and you're wondering about getting a church, look into Gnostic churches. I'm thinking of seeing what I could do to start a Gnostic church. That's how serious I am. I am looking to start a Gnostic church. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out a nice email to send Morg and say, hey, you know what? I'm looking into starting a Gnostic church because I would love to spread what I relearned. I was stupid being told, just go. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to go with the masses for now. I just gave up. I gave up in the late 90s. When the 2000s started coming around, I started going to sleep and going on cruise control. I went on cruise control. I really did. By 2012, I was over 300 pounds and been on cruise control for quite some time. I was miserable in a marriage in which it just, let's just put it this way. When you have a husband putting on the moves and more neighbors than what you could shake a stick at, it's not a good marriage. And when he goes, no, I didn't. But then you hear from five other people that he's having a relationship. He had a relationship with a woman at the VFW when we were there. She didn't know I was there, and he didn't tell her he was, well, very married. But apparently, she had hugged him, grabbed his ass in front of me, and in front of other people. I bet you they had all kinds of things going on. And that's when I thought, God, isn't it kind of funny? When my ex joined the VFW, he broke up a relationship. Yeah. It would have made my life a whole fucking lot better. I would have still moved to Pahrump. Oh, guaranteed. I would have moved to Pahrump. He could have had the kids. I would have started my life. I would have started it on nothing. Literally. That's how I felt. But nope, he went back to me because I heard all about it. Oh yeah. They thought my ex was a piece of work. Oh yeah. In fact, it got out about their little, get together when she got back with her ex and she got talking. So they talk about people being left behind. I'm getting off topic. I am so sorry. Anyway, they're talking about people being left behind. So I guess people will find out, if they're good or not. But in reality, I think this is what's going to happen. This is my feeling, my take. This is not anyone else's or more official that I know of. My take is there will be people left behind. I think the vibrations of the earth will change, and the possibility of them being left on the earth with a lower vibration could be their place. And then all the other people who are positive will go somewhere else, and they'll wake up. They'll, I don't know what will happen, but maybe they'll come to consciousness and they'll go, wow, so and so is gone. And then they go, oh, that was a bad person. I'm joking. But if you think of the rapture, it's within us, babies. Woohoo. Mm. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm just drinking like a boost energy and registers balance. Woohoo. Well, I got to go to bed soon. I don't think I should be drinking this. Anyway, we are the one. We're all together. Even my ex. All right. We are, how can I say this? I would say a spark of light. So if there's a spark of light, and I want to keep on learning. So, I'm learning new stuff from that channel down below. It's pretty good there. I've been kind of binge watching. I really have. I got to get some stuff done at my house. I've just been like, wow, this is good stuff. Okay. So I got to start listening and working while I listen to Morgue Official, and make sure it's Morgue Official. I had to like send a message to him and say, well, it was on one of his videos. I said, hey, there's someone going as a different channel producing, putting out your videos, just putting it out there. So yeah, let's see what could be done. Because I subscribe to that channel too, thinking, does he have two different channels? Is he, having like, okay, I'm having problems with this channel. I better open another one up and maybe, you know, if there's any problems that happen. So I don't know. I, uh, I'm like, I pay a little bit of money so I can belong to it. So I'm going to like, maybe you can, like, you can ask him a question. So I'll do that. So anytime you think that your life sucks, go within and go, okay, let's put some positive on this and meditate. Make yourself, how could I say, whole. Learn to make yourself whole. Bring your bring together everything, including your dark halves. You don't want them running, running amok. It's like it's their phone. When you ever have like some apps that are running in the background and you don't know, you're like, God, my phone's running hot. It's like I have to charge it a lot. There's just crap going on. I'm tired of this. Well, it's the same with us. We get tired, we're running around and all that. Well, that's like having your dark half not married within you, combining you with your good half. What happens is like that app running amok. So you got to learn to combine that along with your male and female, or your left or right brain. Your left being your logically and your math and all that, and then your right brain is to be with your feminine side, but it's not just that, it's also being with your psychic, your dream analysis. It's you wanting to be that, how can I say, extremely helpful person. That's the female. So, or what I know of. Don't like correct me, but it's that living and giving, and then you got the knowledgeable and let's get the facts right, the male part. And when that's done, just keep meditating and things will come to you. Trust me. It's a lot better than going to church and saying, I'm sinful. So let's go on and talk about how I felt about Harry Potter and waking people up. Because every person I know who was a real big, like they read Harry Potter and, they were awakened in some form. They were awakened and making questions of their own. And they were awakening because the Catholic Church, when Harry Potter came out, said, it's the devil's work. Ooh, it must be a good book. That's what I'm thinking. My son looks at me. Hey, mom, you want to go to the bookstore when we get home? I go, oh yeah. He's laughing and we're laughing. I'm like, woo-wee. So we get there and there's a line. I look at my son and my son looks at me. I already read it. That they were waiting for the hard copy. How much is the paperback? I'll get the paperback. I still got it. So I got the paperback. And my son, I get home, tell my dad beforehand, I'm going to do some sin. And he goes, what are you going to do? I'm going to buy a Harry Potter book. All right. Why? Well, the Harry Potter book must be awakening some people. He goes, because there's a lot of Gnosticism in there. You just gotta look for it. I haven't had to read it to look for it. You just watch the movie and see that. I would say that I've seen the movie a lot, and I would say, yeah. Well, anyway, I'm getting off thing. So, if you're going to give your stuff away and you think that Jesus Christ is coming, come over here and contact me here. That's right. Contact me here. I love free stuff. If you think Jesus is coming next week or, any time that you think Jesus is coming, just contact old Omega over here. Boy, oh boy, you gonna give away money? Yeah, Omega right over here. I'm waiting for that. The 1-800 number is right here, and operators are ready to take your call for free shit. Oh God. So they thought the rapture was going to happen. So you hear a lot about the people giving away stuff. All last week we were joking about it. I said, God dang, why don't I ever have it where I'm going in the grocery store or say I'm going in the store and someone goes, hey, let's go shopping. And I'm like, where's the cameras? Oh no, I'm just giving this away. And I'm thinking, being I'm from Vegas, I'd probably think they won a lot of money. So he goes, let's say, spend the money. Tells me he thinks the rapture is going to happen. Oh, I think we need to put this shit back. Oh, no, no, it's not going to be happening the way you think. A rapture was within ourselves. I believe, in my feeling, like I have said, that the people with from vibrations, the lower vibrations, they will stay on a lower vibration earth, but I don't think it will be this one. I think that this one is vibrating with us because, and this is what I really feel, the earth has a song it sings. It says a certain vibration. Really, it has a vibration and we go along with it. But we are supposedly from a different planet, and a lot of people say that people that are that are alien from a different planet, not from Mexico, a different planet. Let's get this right. All right, if you're from a different planet, your vibration is different. They say that the aliens who belong elsewhere will end up disappearing and going elsewhere. So if they're incognito or look a lot like human beings, they might be disappeared too. It's not a revelation, it's just their vibrations going where their earth is, and their earth may be in a higher vibration. Just putting it from thought. And then you have a lot of people who are, like they said, the lower vibration. So what happens if some people have certain consciousness and they do go elsewhere? Hello, too. Well, I think that the higher vibration people will stay here and the earth and the people will go through the higher vibration. The lower vibration people will go to another earth, but not this one, because it's moving in a vibration. They need to go to earth that has yet to experience. So their souls, their ka, will go through that eventually. It might not be. They're just need to learn a little more in school. It will just be a lot different for them to learn because the archons here are assholes. Let's just be honest. They're real big assholes with attitudes. And those cherubs, oh man. I used to have nightmares about cherubs, the cute little babies with the wings. Yeah, you know what my nightmares were? Because my great grandmother, who came from Germany, who would talk about the black demons in the Black Forest. Well, anyway, she would tell me them cherubs are just evil. They got sharp nail like teeth and they're guards, and you don't mess with them, they'll eat you up. Yeah. Oh, I believe that. And I used to dream about them running after me with their tails, their teeth gnashing. So yeah. Well, gymnastics means learning. My great grandmother made you learn if you liked it or not. Oh, you got to hear this. And then they used to call the other ones. That's what my great grandmother, who would call them the other ones. She was scary as crap. Man, we could have used her on Halloween. Just put her in the front yard. Yeah, I'm not joking. Ooh. So yeah, she was something else. Oh, she was a true gnostics. Oh yeah. Like the old timer wimers. I'm surprised that my grandfather, yeah, they had a lot of kids. Maybe that's why. She had a total of, I think, 12 kids, and only six lived or something, or eight kids. I don't know. I don't. She had a lot of kids, but not many. Well, some passed. So, anywho, hey, she was smart, but she tried to pull one on me all the time. I had so much fun. She'd look at me and she'd go, "Oh." My father was her favorite. She'd look, "Why couldn't you be more like your dad?" "Oh, I am." Anyway, if you want to contact me and you think you're going through the rapture and that it's going to be happening the next time and X when, whatever, come over here and message me. I'll be happy than anything to unload you of your money, your house, your cars. If you're just giving the shit away, hey, it's all fun and games. I seen one guy, "Well, tomorrow I'll be in heaven. I won't have to work." Boy, I bet you he was sitting there calling that company up. "Hey, I need my shit." And they do, if you give, and this is the truth from what I heard. One company, we gave a van away, and they said they usually hold it a certain amount of time before they start doing stuff, just in case you change your mind. Really. I don't have nothing to drink. Oh, I got water. Burping spiders. Yeah, someone going to go for the rapture. So down below is Morgan Pinchel. Check him out. A lot of the stuff, I'm like, it's bringing back more memories. I think I quit wanting to do well for myself when my life, I felt, just wasn't going nowhere. I mean, I just unhappy. Blah blah. There. My burping spiders are just so happy. It's the farting ones that I hate. Oh, Lord. I am so glad some days that when you have loud music and it's booming and your butt is booming and you're like, no one noticed. Yay. So if you think the world's going to end tomorrow, please don't forget. And where are you from, X? I aim to please. But yeah, I I uh I don't know what happened. I drank this stuff after work and it's supposed to help with your gut. So I'm like drinking it and I'm thinking I'm doing very good. Well, after lunch and drinking the slice, my bum was farting like you could not believe. I mean, I was farting a Star Spangled Banner. So I was having too good of a time. I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to deal with Brandon this weekend because I spent a long time in that bathroom. Oh, hello, London. God, you guys are 7 hours ahead. Am I correct? Because right now it's 7:25, 26. What time is it there? It's 7. Oh, I'm from Peru, hence the name Omega Forever Pro. Hello, enjoy. Always put a thumbs up, subscribe. Today we're talking about people giving away stuff rapture style. It's rapture style. Dun, 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 dun. Rapture style. Dun, 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 dun. Rapture style. We're doing it the rapture way. We're giving it all away. We're doing it the rapture way. We're giving it all away. So, have you heard about that? Damn, I wish I heard about that. Because I'd be like, I'm going the rapture way. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there are people giving away their stuff thinking that there was a rapture going to happen. Boy, do they feel like, oh, that sucks. Didn't happen. I wasn't pulled out naked and put up there, and all my friends and stuff were running around like little kids. Yeah, did not happen. It's Rapture style. Instead of Gangnam style, it's Rapture style. Rapture style. So, boy, it's like done and past. I don't know what happened if they try to get their shit back. They said some people are homeless, or like whole families. Could you imagine? A woman gave away her kids thinking that the rapture was going to come and God was going to leave her children behind. So she wanted to make sure her kids were taken care of. So she called the CPS workers saying the rapture is going to come. Come pick up the kids. I'm going to be going. I think those kids are innocent. I believe. Yeah, those kids are innocent. I think they'd be going and leaving your ass though. But hey, I'm not there judging. So yeah, that's what I believe. I believe that it will happen, but it will be within us. That's what I believe. They talk about this huge rapture. I still remember being told by a group of women a long time ago about here they're going to pull us up naked, and I go, that's where they get the idea of the clothes being on the floor. They're just shut up and naked. There's just clothes on the floor. I'm like, wow. There could be a free for all with like you're in the mall, everyone's dressed in their best shit. And here it is, you go to pick up a quarter or something, and as you look up, everybody's like gone, but their clothes are left. So you're looking around and you're going, wow, boy, oh boy. Yeah. Could you imagine that? No. The reality is, I think it's a vibrational. You go in a higher vibration, your body has to be in a higher vibration place. Maybe the world's going to be, going in that big vibrational thing. And everyone's going to be talking about how the world's going to go topsy turvy like 2012 in the movie. But then you have some earthquakes, and let's say you hear all this stuff on the news, you go to bed, you wake up, and nothing. And you're like, no news about big earthquakes and stuff going topsy turvy. Maybe you went already to the higher vibration, and all those other people who were in the lower vibration went through all the crud in the world that they're staying on. Let's say it could mean that they need to learn a lot more. I don't know. Or maybe they could be moved to a world themselves that is a lower vibration that will go into a change many years from now. Who knows? So, as always, I always tell people, no, it's not good to burp with shallow air, because when you do that, it always causes me stomach irritation. It makes me feel like, oh. So yeah, like I've always said, keep a positive mind. Even pray for your enemies. No, not everybody is an enemy. Not everybody's perfect. I know I'm not. I got a nice bow. I was like, oh, I can't help it. $5. Look at sugar. It's just so sexy. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. That's cool. I'm glad you understand. So, what time is it there over in England? If you guys are 7 hours ahead, you're like you're like 2 o'clock in the morning. We got like 5 minutes, so if you have any questions of what I've been talking about, go on Morgue Official's page. He has lots and lots of videos with great answers to questions that you've been just thinking of for a long time. Well, if you're listening to me and stuff, go down there. He gives a lot of good answers. He's an amazing person. So go down there, check him out. He's an ex-Christian. So he's been there. He's been scared. I had my grandmother on my mom's side. Oh my God, she put me in a closet and said I was evil. Yep, my grandma and I on my daddy's side. I loved her. We used to play fun games like guess who's calling, and I tell her, I think well it's Auntie Addie. She'd go to the phone and it was Auntie Addie. She was very good. So we learned after a while, how to tell certain things. And, I thought when the phone rang, wouldn't it be cool to play that game with my mom's grandma? Let me tell you this, it wasn't fun. Because when the phone rang and I told her who I thought was calling and I described the person, she thought it was lovely until she answered the phone. After she got off the phone, she put me in a closet until my daddy came home. Boy, he said, don't play those games with other people, even if it's your mom's family. They just don't. Yeah, my grandfather was a badass Baptist preacher. Oh, no. That was witchcraft, is what he said. He said I had the devil. So I was never welcome in that house. It just is what it is. My dad took me out of the closet, and the next day we left because it was already the next day and it was a different time frame in order for you to change stuff. So my mom and me stayed a whole day in the bedroom because, oh yeah, my dad, he raged a bit about that. He did not think it was cool. Oh, wow. Wow. It's 8 hours. Oh, cool. So, yeah, a lot of people have been giving away stuff. Now, I don't know if it's just the United States. They got dinglings all over the place. So if you're in America and you want to give away stuff, contact me right here. If you think Jesus is going to swipe you away, naked or clothed, whatever, and you're going to go up, boom, you know who to contact. Contact Omega at So if you think you feel rapturous, please Come on down. Come over here and you can email me right there, right there, right there. Ooh, there it is, Omega 2016 and iCloud.com. Ooh. So you take care. You keep it special now. All right. Bye. Tomorrow should be on at 6. All right.